What's going on? You were hanging out with DeathCount, and I'm here to talk about New York Comic Con, show you guys some stuff I picked up, overall thoughts, and all that shit. So, there was my press pass for the event. Worked out really well. Let's get to a few items here. Here we have that Blue Line Jim Lee figure. I already had the figure, but I managed to get the card signed. I wanted him to do a sketch on the back, but the DC people were not having it. Oh well. Still happy to have that. Jump into some of these figures here. I got this Venom Marvel Select figure. Awesome. I have the Carnage one, so gonna look pretty cool side by side. And I picked that up for like 10 bucks, this classic Venom figure. When I was a kid, the funny thing about this figure that I remember is I was told that the living slime that pours out was toxic, like seriously toxic, and killed a few people. So I never even like opened mine, and then it got lost. So I'm happy to have it back in my possession. And the whole thing about it being toxic is probably bullshit anyway. Let's get to some hats I picked up. Here's a Kingdom Come Superman hat. Always wanted this hat. I remember the first time I saw somebody wearing this hat, I was like, yo, where the fuck did you get that? And now I got it. So whose will be done? My will be done. That's whose. So there's my Kingdom Come Superman hat. And last day of the con, I had to pick up this Black Lantern hat. It was just too cool not to. Death on the back of it. Very cool. I'm not that crazy about snapbacks. I do have a few, but I prefer the fitted. My girlfriend picked up this Wonder Woman bag. Pretty dope. I'm not going to take it out, though. Pretty cool. Got the buttons there, Jurassic World. My dogs are going crazy. And, so let's get to my collection book. I added a few more names, just to name a few. Todd McFarlane, Ken Lashley, Tim Sale gave me a quick bat doodle, and I added a few more, but the main dude, Frank fucking Miller, right there in red. I had him do it in red, he dedicated it. And I want to talk about the Frank Miller signing. The way the Frank Miller signing worked is like this. You had to be at the Dark Horse booth as soon as the doors opened Friday and Saturday. He was only signing on Saturday. And you lined up. They're only picking like 15 to 20 people. And you put your hand inside of like a bag. And there are a bunch of black beads. And amongst the black beads, there are a few red beads. And you had to pull out a red bead in order to meet Frank. First day, I picked a black bead. So I was really disappointed. And the second day, I got to meet him. But the problem I had with the whole thing is, even though I got to meet Frank, I thought the way Dark Horse handled it was extremely unfair. Because when I got to the line, there were already a shitload of people online that were exhibitors. Exhibitors are people who are selling stuff at the convention. These guys are allowed into the show early. So it's unfair if people have to rush to get online, but exhibitors who are already in the show already are taking up space. And they're only choosing like 15 people. So by the time that a regular fan gets online, it's already like 100 fucking people deep. Like, seriously. It's totally unfair. It could be 50 people deep, 100 people deep. And keep this in mind too. It's not like you show up at the convention at 9:30 and it's opening up at 10. So you just run. No, if you show up at that convention at 9:30, you're online. I'm talking like 10 blocks back. Like, it's a long fucking line. Like, unless you get there at like 2 a.m. to be close to the front, you're not going to have a chance. So it's unfair that these guys who just walk in at any time are able to get on this line. And then, to make things worse, if you look on eBay, Frank signed a poster, and he signed one personal item. A lot of these posters that Frank signed are now on eBay for up to $900. And you know it's the fucking exhibitors. So it's kind of unfair. It's fucked up. I wish Dark Horse would have handled it a little differently. I mean, I have a press pass, but even with that, I can't even go into the show until 10 o'clock, the same time as anybody else. I mean, the same time as everybody else. So, I don't know. Like, even though I got to see Frank, you know, I'm not bitching and complaining because I didn't get a chance and I'm just hating. No. I did get my chance. I did meet Frank. I was lucky. But, you know what? It was unfair because a lot of people who would, like, give their fucking left arm to meet Frank didn't even get the chance to meet him because exhibitors wanted to get online early, cheat everyone else, and then sell what they got signed for $900 fucking dollars. But anyway, so here's my signed book. It's getting pretty crazy, pretty out of control. Even Frank Miller was impressed with this book, and the poster Frank signed is over here. And what else can I jump to? The reason why I didn't get a Dark Knight book signed is because I already had this hardcover, and this hardcover I got signed by Klaus, but it came signed by Frank Miller. That's just how the book came back in the 80s. So I wanted to get a Dark Knight book signed, but I already had a Dark Knight book signed, so I went with my Batman collection. Moving on. I already did a video for my commission from Ken Lashley. Came out super awesome. Super stoked. Let me get this out of the way. Bam. Bam. Got my Spawn #1 signed by Todd. Some other Todd stuff. I went to the premiere of The Death of Superman Lives, thanks to my buddy Jesus, who is a producer on the film. Got it signed by the filmmakers. Good flick. Check it out. This I got at the Apple Store when Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder did their little signing and talk, their panel. Pretty cool. Was able to finally get this baby back in my possession. This comic means a lot to me. My mom bought me this comic book when I was a kid, and I had to sell it a few years back. Regretted it, but now I got it back, so I'm happy about that. Picked up this classic Joker issue because I love when the Joker and the Scarecrow cross paths. For some reason, I loved it in Nightfall, and I love these old school 70s comics. So, got my Spawn 16 signed by Greg Capullo. This has always been my favorite Spawn cover, my favorite Spawn issue. I don't know why, just I always gravitated towards it. I bought it in 1993 and have it ever since. So it's funny, I've been a fan of like Greg Capullo since I was 10 and didn't even know it, but got that signed. My girlfriend got this classic X-Men book signed by Jim Lee. Got this Ken Lashley variant, which you can get at the, here it is, the Warner Brothers Studios VIP tour in California. Got this signed by basically everyone, including Ken Lashley, Jonathan Glapion, Capullo, Snyder. And excuse my voice, I'm kind of sick right now. Got Batman and Robin #1. All-Star Batman and Robin signed by Jim. Where is it? Oh, in black. Right there. You know, it's funny, like, you know, the way I was talking about, like, exhibitors getting in early and shit, like, I get it. We're all fans of Frank, but, you know, it's just fucked up, man. It just fucked up. Because it's for the fans, and these fucking exhibitors who are just there to make money are, like, killing people's dreams in order to make a few more bucks. I don't know, like, it just pisses me off. But anyways, here's Superman Doomed. Signed by Ken Lashley. And the other thing is, the reason why I'm sick is because I get so hyped up for these cons that I wake up like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I get ready, I leave the house when it's still dark out, I get online, and I'm there all night for 4 days, online, all day, come home, do it all over again. Because that's how I am. I'm a super fucking fan. This is my life. This is what I love. And so when I see people like undercutting other people for fucking profit, that shit really pisses me off. You know, it's the reason why I'm sick right now, because I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I don't know, just a lot of running around. Here's my Endgame Loot Crate variant signed by the guys, all the guys. Got some Endgame books signed by the guys. Yeah. Got my Long Halloween signed. Tim Sale right there. I have a few stains on the book because I've had this book like forever, and I don't know. What else can I say? Overall, I had a great time. Actually, I got a shirt too. I got a Batman versus Superman shirt, a big Batman logo, but it's in the laundry because I wore it. But overall, I had a great time. This was probably the best convention I've ever been to. And it's funny, while I was at it, I didn't think so. I thought it was okay. But looking back, all the people I met, I mean, I met Frank Miller, I met Todd McFarlane, I met Robert Kirkman, just kind of like walking around. Tim Sale, he gave me a free doodle here. I mean, overall, it was just awesome. It's really unbelievable. You know what I mean? So, if you guys haven't been to New York Comic Con, look into it. Look into going. It's a great time. And I know every year tickets get harder to buy, but make that effort. Okay? Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you later.